G'day guys, Merry Christmas. Today, I'm going to talk you through cutting a big old hunk of pork up for your Christmas lunch. First things first, make sure the late 90s, early 2000s hip hop is on. You got some Asiat, pretty good. Second, beer, preferably in a schooner glass, even if you're at home. It's always a little treat I like to find. Helps cleanse the palate without the can. Oh god. So we've got 6 pounds of pure pork meat. Translates to about 3 kilos, I think. 2.5 maybe. Don't know the maths. And we're going to try to halve this because I'm feeding 2 people here and the hunk of meat's just too big. So I've got 2 knives, just because. I don't know which one's sharper. This one looks like a bread knife, so I'm excited to actually use it on the hunk of pork. But when you're approaching a hunk of pork like this, try to just get a bit of a feel for it. Suss it out a little bit. Toss it around. You know, let them know you're boss. And then you can start approaching how you're actually going to cut this thing. Now, I've cleaned these knives before the video started. That's a pretty important point. I'm going to go right down the middle. I figure, you know, we want leftovers. These guys are getting a little bit loud. We want leftovers. So we're going to go right down the middle. We're going to have a look at these little bits of string and rope and use that as a guide. So first incision. This could go pear-shaped, but you know what? I'm confident. Stay confident, be in control, and control the meat and tell it what you want it to do. Don't let the meat get the better of you, because that's when things are going to go really pear-shaped. So here we go. I'm just going to start slowly cutting it like a loaf of bread. Beautiful, beautiful. Things are going as planned. This is a good Christmas. You're getting in there. There's a lot of meat. There's some juices. You know, I've let this rest for about an hour or so it's not as tough. So I've cut halfway through there. Now, like a log of wood, like a big old log of wood, you want to flip it over and then come back in as you would a saw. Then, let's try the other knife. I'm going to try the different knife. Cleaner now, ready to cut on the back of the skin, which will later become the crackling. Now, this is actually the knife I should have used in the first place. This is better. Actually, you know what? I take it. No, it is. Look at that. I'm just going to keep cutting until both pieces fall away and we have 2 nice roasts of an approximate weight, because we don't know, and of course it's important to know what weight is when you're about to cook them. And we don't. So might be an issue. We're having a bit of trouble here with this last bit. But there we go. And there you go. There's 2 hunks of meat for your roast. Use both. Use one. Throw them both out. I don't care what you do. We're gonna cook one and then freeze the other. But basically, that's it. I'd love to. Cheers. Merry Christmas from Mal and Mel in Brooklyn, New York.